Hey, hey, what up, what up, what up? Here we are down at the Del Perro Pier, kicking summer off just a tad early. This is my favorite season out of the year. School's out, the days are longer, the weather's hotter, and girlies are dressing less. And that means it's time to go topless. And the first ride we're going to strip the top on is one of the most gorgeous cars to ever hit the streets of Los Santos. The classic Americano Invetero Coquette D1. By now, you know the game. Let's get down to the shop, get some mods on, get this top off, and throw up some performance numbers. This is AMJ Custom Garage. I'm your driver, AMJ. Let's get to it. Alright, here we are, off the beach, get out the way, and at the garage. Let's get to work. Alright, here we are in the garage. We are going to start modding on our Coquette D1. Everyone, I'm sure, is aware that this is based off of the Corvette, off of the 57 models, I believe. The 58, I think, has got the double headlights on each side, and the 55 has got the moon eye headlights. So I believe this is 56, 57. Gorgeous car. I'm not much of a fan, honestly, for GM, but their designs on this are just, oh, this is gorgeous. So, all right, Abbott's already done. Let's get to the brakes and, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, let's get to the bumpers. Let's see what we got. Front bumper. Oh no, gotta leave the mustache on. Torpedo. So stock is no torpedo. I think I'm gonna leave that stock. I think I'm happy with stock. Let's go to the rear. Oh, well, that is interesting. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so that's the same as the first. It just doesn't have the vertical part delete. That's what it's called. All right. And this is the torpedo section that brackets the license plate. And torpedo with no, I kind of like the torpedoes. Let's do the torpedoes. All right. Front and back don't always have to be the same. It's totally fine. Let's see here. Stock exhaust. Oh, that's a little roadster race car. Anyone who's seen a few of my other apps knows that I am into resto mod on my classic. This is a little too far for me, so let's see what else they got. Okay, I kind of like that. I think they're a little angled out and not just straight back. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, see, that again is, I mean, that's no, slanted. I can tell already. And it's even flat. Yeah, it's got the little bevel at the end of the tip. Let's see what else we got. Quads. No, that's just too much. Too much. I do like the side pipes normally, but I think we're gonna go with the slanted. That just spoke to me as soon as I saw it. All right, headlight covers. What do we got here? Oh, the little tri-bars. Those are always a nice touch. We got the sleepy eye covers. It is too sleepy. It's a dopey. Oh no. What's the chrome and black? Either way, no. Oh no. Moving on. All right. Taped up. Not that type of race car. Fog lights. And taped fog lights. We might do with the tow hook. Come on. Taped with the tow hook. So really, it's just the tri-bars. All right. Grill. I mean, this grill is just, it's beautiful. Why would I? That removes. Okay, that removes the vertical, but still leaves the mesh. Slanted grill. Rockstar. I can't see anything. I can't tell what's slanted. It just looks like it's vertical. Horizontal, no. Oh, that's kind of cool. No, I'm gonna stick with stock. Hood. Latches with the secondary windscreen, a wind deflector. I don't know what that's for, honestly. I've got the windshield. Larger wind deflector. Clean hood. Well, this should be stock, because I honestly do like the little bevels there, which are just called stock hood. Okay, now, see, I don't plan to go with any type of big blowers. I want to keep this clean and simple. I want the design to speak. Nope, nope. I do love how the butterflies float. Alright, big bug catcher. High butterfly. The other one was low? Oh, it is. Okay. And exposed. No. Oh, definitely no. So, okay. Again, stock hood it is. Horn, I'll leave the same. Lights, I'm gonna actually leave them period correct. I'm not gonna put the xeons on there. Black stripe. Oh, it's not bad. It's alright. White stripe. Ooh. Okay, I'm liking the pinstripe, and I'd like to point out for everyone who's repeat, because I didn't paint the car white this time, you can actually see the livery on the first try. Double stripes. Well, that actually looks kind of tight on there with the double stripes. The blue and the green. I was going to get rid of the green, but I kind of like this color combo. Pinstripes. Okay. Oh, that's working too hard there. Yeah, that pinstripe, after seeing the other pinstripe, after these stripes, this is just too much. This is just too much. I like it on the door, though. That would be clean if it was the other pinstripes. What else they got? They got it in red. Alright. Oh, the race car livery's kind of... It's kind of tight. I don't know. We'll see here. No. Okay, so... the white stripes we're going for. That mirrors. What do we get for mirrors? What else we got? No, I think I'm gonna pass on the square. I don't like the fender mirrors. I know that that is a classic European thing, and this came out when Corvette or Chevrolet, excuse me, was trying to match its European rivals. I don't recall there being fender mirrors for it, but maybe they were. Maybe a year before, maybe a year after. I don't recall. Anyways, I'm passing on that. Square on the fender. Oh, I do like the bullet mirrors. Well, they call them torpedo here. I do like those, but not up on the fender. Oh. I mean, I'm just going to stick with them. Plate. Alright, I got something special for this. Alright, there it is. SUNDNITE. If you can figure it out, leave it in the comments. Respray. Okay, I'm gonna save on that. Let's see what else we got. Roll cage. No. That looks... no. Looks like it needs to be passed. Roof. The roof is definitely coming off. Boom. Alright, roll cage. What does it look like? Well, seeing as how her head's going through it, or pretty close to going through it. Oh no, she's picking her teeth or something. There we go. Now her head's going through it. We're gonna pass on the roll cage. Suspension. I mean, it's sitting at a good height. Let's see here. I normally am down here. That's a little low. Okay, we'll go with street. Transmission trim. What do we got for trim? Oh, it's around the black swoosh. Okay, chrome trim, delete, primary side panel. No, I think I'm gonna leave that as a secondary color. So stock trim it is. Trunk accessories. Oh, they got the latches, the straps. Okay, the wheel. No, that's no. You don't carry your spare on the outside. Oh. Small rack. We're gonna pass on that. I'm not putting any luggage in there. Nope, not going on the large rack and not going with any luggage on that. Oh, they got the classic retro antenna. I think we're gonna go for the trunk latches. It's just a nice Americana classic touch, and I'm feeling that. I'm digging that. Turbo's already on. Wheels. I think that's it. Windows. Well, you can't really tint the... Oh! Well, I guess with the roof up, but no, I'm gonna leave them none. Leaving them none. Okay, alright, let's get back up to respray. And I've got some ideas for colors. I don't want to be that guy with the red Corvette. A lot of these came in red, and the side stripe that's now in black were painted white. That is a very classic Corvette color, and it's a great color on them, but I want to do something a little different.
3 days later.
Okay, so as you notice, the car is probably in a different position. I've had to cut. I've been doing a lot of searching in here for color combos. So what I decided on was Cabernet Red, and hear me out here, coming down into here, and bright purple, and it's gonna give a black cherry look out in the sunlight. It's gonna sing. It's just absolutely gonna sing. It's beautiful. Okay, secondary. You know, I think I might just leave it black. I mean, frost white looks cool. Probably ice white. But I think I'm gonna leave it black. I think I'm gonna leave it black. Okay, wheels. I don't know. I honestly, let's look what's under sport real quick. I mean, this looks like stuff we're gonna end up on the black fin. I mean, boom. I didn't even do that on purpose, but that just sings on here. So, can we do them in chrome? I don't think it changes it, does it? So, I'm just going to leave that as is. Tires will come down and put the... oh, whoops, wait, where is it? Tires, we're going to put the bulletproof on here. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add... There's respray. I forgot to add the trim. Let's see here. Graphite. Oh, I like that. That's gonna look nice in the sun. All right. Okay. I think that is everything. Time to take this outside and see what we got. It's gorgeous. All right, here we are at Fort Zancudo. I figured this was fitting since a lot of astronauts had these cars back in the day. Air Force Base is the closest I could get to. And look at that color. Hot damn. I'm gonna name this. I'm gonna name this color. I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's gonna be a D1 Silk. I think that's what I'm gonna call it. Anyhow, all right. It's a gorgeous car. I mean, there's just no doubt about that. The lines, the curves, the color, everything. Oh, I love it. All right, so let's see what it looks like with all the doors and windows open. First off, let's look under the jewelry box. Love the clamshell hood. Nice touch to actually add it from the reel. And it looks like, I'm going to take a closer look, and it looks like they sure did. They painted the valve covers the same color as the body. Oh, and the pearlescent's not on the inside of the hood, so you can actually see what the color is without the pearlescent. Nice touch. Let's get on this side so we can get a little bit more of the sun. Got the name in there, Coquette. That's awesome. Radiator, air filter. Oil caps, I love it. I love it. Nice little interior inside. I mean, there's really not much to say. I'm surprised, honestly. I would like to look inside the trunk. Just, you know, got the latches on there so it won't open, but I'm curious if the trunk color is the same as the interior color. Might have to take them off just to have a look and see what it looks like with the trunk open. But all right, let's get inside. This is real easy. and we'll take a look. Love. I'm still soaking this in. I'm so sorry, but the angled pipes at the back and the torpedo. I like the torpedo bumper on the back, but not on the front. I don't feel like it's needed on the front. I think there's a lot going in on the front with the grill, the vertical grill, and then the tri-bar light covers. So I didn't feel that the torpedoes were needed on the front, and I'm standing by that. It's got the what are these? These are air intakes for the cabin, I believe. And I thought I saw, facing the wrong way again. You can kind of see it on this one. There's a little bit of mesh on the inside. Nice touch on that as well. All right, let's get inside. All right, nice. Very simple dashboard. Very period correct. Love the white trim. I'm thinking that is some type of stainless steel. I believe that's how this was, or maybe a chrome trim piece is actually more accurate. That's how these were back in the day. Love the door handles, the window cranks, the AM radio. I don't believe they had FM at the time. I can't tell what the rectangle dials are, or rectangle gauges are. I'm guessing it's some type of heat. We've got fuel on the left, and this car has got a full tank of gas. Temperature on the right, that is water. There's the horn, and no RPMs. No RPM gauge in this one. No headlights. No headlight gauge, excuse me. And no e-brake gauge. So, in here by the seat of your pants. Alright. Love this car. One of the weird things, before we get going down to there, you can kind of see it. I'll probably have to get out to show you. One of the weird things is, though, that the windows are still up. You can kind of see the line there. You can definitely see them there. So even though the top's down, cruising around with the window, there you go, you can actually see that one now. Alright, cruising around with the windows up. Alright, that being said, let's get down to the Los Santos River and get ourselves some speed tests, the Grease Lightning going. Woo! Alright, here we are back down in Los Santos River for the Grease Lightning. And I gotta say, if there was any vehicle ever built for the Grease Lightning, this is it. This is the home turf for this right here. Name of the game here is this is going to be a Grease Lightning drag run. What we're going to do here is run this all the way through the Los Santos Canal. It's not a true to form drag run because there's a bit of left and rights in here, but it's a flat surface, no cross traffic, no cars, no problems. 2 barrels at the far end. Once we cross them, that's the finish line. Alright, I'm not going to know the time until you know the time. So let's get to this. 3, 2, 1, mark. Nice easy start. You can hear that power band really kick in. Picking up speed, there we go. I was waiting for that shift. Picking up speed, I think that's all it's going to get, but I mean, this car is really flying down here. It's no Ocelot Virtue, no argument here about that, but and here we are at the double arches. It's moving, it's hauling, especially for an older car. Really loving this. Alright, that was the final curve. Coming up into the end, there are the barrels and across the line. All right, what a run. Let's get down to the pier and let's get to the slalom. All right, here we are down at the pier. Great run with the Grease Lightning. See if we can back this up. There we go. All right. As always, what we're going to do here is slalom up from this side all the way through the poles, all the way to the far end of the pier. Get to the top, spin it, slalom all the way back down. Get down here, flip it, power hard up on the right-hand side. Get to the top, spin it one last time, slalom through, and across the line. I got to say, I've noticed really good braking on this. I'm excited, honestly, to take this to the brake test after this. I think we're going to throw up some good numbers, but we're here for the slalom, so let's see how we do. 3, 2, 1, mark. Great start, nice and slow, but it's got some good pickup. Yeah. All right, you can hear that engine really throttling. Easy to control. I love the finesse on this car. Hard power up on the right-hand side. Yes, there we go. And across the line. All right, that's that. Let's get down to the brake test and throw up some numbers. Hey, didn't hit anybody this time. All right, here we are back in Zancudo again. We are here for the all-important brake test. Gonna line this up. Kiss the barrier. No more than a kiss, but that's all right. All right. Goal here is we're going to take the D1, we're going to run all the way down from this set of blue lights all the way down to the other end of the airfield where there's another set of blue lights. Once we get to those blue lights, name of the game is to hit the brakes as hard as you can and stop in the shortest amount of distance. Very simple and easy to do. I was going to add in the previous brake test holder, which was the Toros. I was going to overlay that just so we can get an idea of where cars are stopping, but since the Ocelot Virtue just blew that out of the water, I didn't do it in the last episode. I think I might do it here. We'll see how it turns out, see how it plays. In the meantime, though, here we go. 3, 2, 1, mark. Slow start like always. Gonna mention it all the time. But there it is again. Boom. That speed's really kicking in. That was the first 30 already down. Here we are coming just past over the second 30. Hauling cheeks right now. I can see the blue lights. Third 30 and stop. That is a beautiful thing. Got the ass hanging over right into the end of the safe box. And I love this car. All right, that's that. On to the cannonball run. All right, here we are down at Rogers Salvage and Scrap. Perfect lineup. We're taking this beauty all the way up here to Stab City. Gonna be running through the heart of downtown Los Santos. Gonna have some hill climbs, some jumps in there. Gonna hit the hill climbs, excuse me. Some twisties, some turns. Gonna come through on the back end. End up in Stab City, like I said. So, if traffic permits, 3, 2, 1, mark. As always, bit of a slow start, but that's all right. The climb to top speed is very quick. There's very little. Actually, there was no wheel spin. So that slow start, come on, didn't really hurt us. And this car is so nimble. I love it. I am not much of a GM guy, but if the real Corvette is anything like this, I might have to get one. First left. Yeah, go. Just hugs the corners. That's all right. It's just a scratch. It'll buff out. All right, here we are coming up into the ramps. over by D's. First one. Just flying through. Clear? Yeah. Go, 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 go. Let's see if we can clear the intersection. Halfway. Not bad. Alright. Out and into Geico Corner. This is where the hills usually trick up a lot of cars, but this is just sticking to the road. Everyone's out of my way. The agility on this is just unbelievable. Somebody at Rockstar loved the C1 Corvette. Alright, this here is going to be the top of the hill. And I really, really love this car. Now it's just downhill from here. Look at that. I mean, that was just a power slide. Into the S's, or out of the S's I should say. Blind man's curve. I'm going to shut up here so you can really hear that motor cook. Not bad, not bad. Lost it there for a second. Sorry, lady. Alright. I lost it back there for a hot second with a bit of a fishtail, but the D1 there's no such thing as overcorrection. It just regained its composure, and here we are, still on course, past the refinery, coming up on the railroad bridge. Under that, cross the bridge here for the river, into Stab City and across the line. All right, what a run. Can't wait to see what the numbers are, but in the meantime, time for final thoughts. Time for final thoughts. The D1 is a quick, nimble, suns out head turner. It's not the fastest car in Los Santos. It's not even the fastest in its class. But what it lacks is straight line speed and more than makes up for in presence. This is truly a driver's car, and the experience that can't be duplicated by any other. Manual gears on a rear wheel platform, classic, gorgeous design, an identifiable silhouette that turns heads before the engine even cranks. This whip is editorial poise, a body built for runways and freeways, with a flawless energy from top, or in this case topless, to the rubber that meets the street. And every inch whispers elegance. Confidence is an accessory, and she wears it well. Ladies and gentlemen, thugs and CEOs, noobs and veterans, I'd like to introduce you to our first 5-star wanted level whip. If you don't own an Invetero Coquette D1, you need to get an Invetero Coquette D1, because in this ride, you don't just show up, you show out. Time to find the next ride. Hey, that's it. That's the end of the review. Thanks so much for checking out the video. If you could do some of the familiar YouTube things of like, subscribe, leave a comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. And speaking about being appreciated, I'd like to say a little something, give a big shout out to 2 of my newest subscribers. You guys are awesome. I couldn't see your names, but it's still big thanks. Last but not least would be the hint for next whips, or the next whip actually. It is from a small country across the Atlantic that is boot-shaped and produces one of my favorite rides in all of Los Santos. So until then, I'll catch you in those mean streets of Los Santos. Later.